Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best VR headset.
Starting at number 5.
HP Reverb G2. If not for the fact that it's a tethered headset requiring a PC to run, HP's Reverb G2 feels like the Microsoft Store equivalent to the Quest 2. It's a good headset with Oculus-style controllers and a solid, playful user experience. It's a breeze to set up, doesn't come with any base stations, and the documentation is clear and simple. Like the Quest 2, you can designate a boundary for a certain degree of room scale tracking, but it works with a stationary setup as well. The Reverb G2 has over-ear headphones like the Vive or Index, but the overall construction feels lightweight and a little on the fragile side. Unlike a lot of rechargeable VR controllers, the G2s take 2 AA batteries each. One thing I particularly liked about the headset is its use of old-fashioned Velcro. It's very easy and intuitive to adjust to your head shape. It's an easy piece of hardware to get calibrated and running the way you want it to in general. If you're a casual gamer looking to check out a game like Superhot and see what VR's all about, this is a low-risk entry point, assuming you've got a compatible PC.
Coming at number 4.
HTC VIVE Pro 2. Many VR enthusiasts have long considered the Vive to be the gold standard, and the HTC VIVE Pro 2 mostly lives up to that reputation. It has a 120Hz refresh rate like the Index, it features immersive over-the-ear headphones, and it performs like a dream. If you're worried about VR-induced nausea, the Vive Pro 2 is probably the best antidote we've found so far. If you're skeptical about the amount of time you're likely to spend in VR, or don't care about top-performing hardware, then the Pro 2 is probably too big an investment for you, but it's truly an impressive way to experience the medium. Pair it with a high-end gaming PC, and VR doesn't get any more convincing. A few issues hold this one back. For one thing, setting it up involved a lengthy, frustrating gauntlet of update downloads and troubleshooting. The PC gaming hobbyist who's used to the do-it-yourself mentality may not mind, but it's a tedious barrier compared to headsets like the Quest 2. It's also very heavy, with a lot of cables running to and from your head, the link box adapter, your PC, and your power source, not to mention the cords from the 2 base stations. It feels like a bit of a mess.
At number 3.
Valve Index VR. I don't know if anything has ever wowed me right out of the box like the Valve Index. This is a big, expensive set of powerful VR gear, but it's also beautiful to look at. The packaging, the design of the headset, and all the smaller functional touches establish this as the front-runner among high-end tethered headsets on our list. It's an investment, but for this kind of low-nausea, high-performance experience, you're getting what you pay for. You can expect frames rates of 90 frames per second or higher, immersive audio, and at least 4 different main points of comfort adjustment. It comes with wall-mountable base stations, for room scale tracking, user-friendly documentation, and has the best VR controllers I've tried to date. The controllers boast 87 sensors for precision gesture-based input, along with comfy fabric straps that hold them in place, especially convenient when you have a large head-mounted display blocking your vision. Speaking of which, this didn't feel as heavy and unwieldy as any of the other tethered headsets I've tested, which is a big win for long-term comfort.
Number 2 of my list.
Meta Quest 3 128G. There's no denying that the Meta Quest 2 is a great value, but if you want to upgrade, the Meta Quest 3 improves on its predecessor in pretty much every way. Pulling the Quest 3 from its minimalist packaging reveals a thinner, slightly smaller headset with a redesigned Y-shaped strap and controllers that eschew the big plastic rings found on the previous generation. The headset also has a smidge more personality thanks to the 3 camera bubbles on the front. Despite the slight increase in heft, 515 grams versus 503 grams, the Quest 3 remained comfortable throughout our testing, and most people won't need to upgrade to the $70 Elite strap for day-to-day use. The comfort and ergonomic improvements continue on the headset proper, where Meta has included a wheel to increase the interpupillary distance, IPD, from 53mm to 75mm, combined with the ability to move the facial interface, the part that connects the strap to the headset, forward and back. Wearers won't have to take off their glasses or order pricey custom prescription inserts to play. Still, we noticed that the stock Quest 3 strap might not fit some people with larger hair. Resolution has been bumped up 30% to 2064 by 2208 pixels per eye, and the field of view is 15% degrees wider. Both of those upgrades combined create a smooth, lifelike experience when watching movies or TV shows in a big virtual theater, or playing games on the Quest 3. Native gaming has gotten a big bump thanks to the newer Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 processor, putting the graphics on par with the Nintendo Switch, but the increase in visual fidelity is most obvious when connecting the headset to a PC. Text is legible and crisp, and using the Quest 3 as a virtual workspace, with giant monitor windows floating overhead, was genuinely impressive.
And number 1.
Meta Quest 2. If you're in the market for a VR headset, the Meta Quest 2, formerly known as the Oculus Quest 2, is likely already on your radar. As far as standalone hardware goes, it's dominant in the space right now without much serious competition, and it's a fabulous VR experience that builds on the foundation laid by the Oculus Rift. After spending about a month with the Quest 2 and its considerable software library, we've got plenty of thoughts on who it's for, what its weaknesses are, and what to keep in mind when you're ready to buy. Right out of the box, it's clear that this is a quality product, sturdy and well designed. But getting it set up properly is crucial, and you'll want to be aware of what you're getting into. For my part, I wear glasses, my vision is exceptionally poor, I have very long eyelashes, and I'm not generally fond of Facebook as a social media platform. Once you get through a brief but annoying setup process, you'll need to make a Meta account if you don't want to link it to your Facebook. The Quest 2 is fairly comfortable to use. It comes with a thin plastic spacer that you'll want to install immediately if you wear eyeglasses. The foam cushion where your face meets the headset snaps off easily. You then insert the spacer in between the two pieces, distancing your corrective lenses and the ones used for VR. Take the extra 3 or 4 minutes to install the space, you'll be glad you did.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.